This is what happens if you eat too much salt. Today most of us get too much salt in an average diet. Processed, canned, and freezer meals are generously salted to make the food taste better. However, consuming too much salt through food could be harmful for overall health. Salt isn't always the villain it's sometimes made out to be. Sodium is necessary for nerve health and healthy blood pressure, and it helps the body absorb certain nutrients. You need a small amount of salt daily to remain healthy. What happens if you eat too much salt? Here are some results you can expect. Number 1. Kidney disease. When you consume too much sodium in your diet, your body holds extra water. Your body is trying to balance the salt ratio by holding onto water. Your kidneys have to work harder to filter out all the excess water, resulting in higher blood pressure. This puts strain on the kidneys and can lead to kidney disease. A high salt intake has been shown to increase the amount of protein in the urine, which is a major risk factor for the decline of kidney function. Number 2. High blood pressure. More salt in the diet means the kidneys keep more water in the system. More fluid in general means more blood coursing through veins and arteries. Over time, that causes them to stiffen. Blood and oxygen flow to key organs decreases. So the heart tries harder to pump blood throughout the body, which further increases blood pressure. Blood pressure measures how hard your heart works to pump blood through arteries. According to studies, approximately 4.6 grams reduction in salt content lower blood pressure. Keeping in mind the adverse effects of high blood pressure, it is highly suggested to have a track on your salt intake so as to control the amount of sodium in your body. Number 3. Higher chances of heart disease and stroke. Excessive sodium intake is linked to high blood pressure. Sodium acts like a magnet for water in our bodies and can pull excess fluid into our bloodstream if there's any imbalance. This can damage our blood vessel linings over time, which creates blood clots and puts us at risk for stroke or a heart attack. People prone to this are elderly, diabetics, and people with high blood pressure. So if you are one of them, you should be very careful with your salt intake. Number 4. Brain issues. A new study out of Weill Cornell Medicine found that consuming large quantities of sodium may also trigger a change in the brain that paves the way for lowered cognitive performance and, over time, the development of dementia. Increased blood pressure can also damage brain arteries. They can become clogged or burst, resulting in a stroke. When this happens, blood flow to parts of the brain is cut off and that part dies. Results can range from mild physical and mental impairments to death. Controlling blood pressure by decreasing salt intake can reduce chances of dementia and stroke. Number 5. Cancer. Diets high in sodium may increase the risk for stomach cancer. Sodium can also amplify damage to the lining of the stomach caused by infection with Helicobacter pylori bacteria, which is the primary cause of stomach cancer. Number 6. Osteoporosis. People who consume high sodium diets usually urinate more because the body tries to get rid of sodium via the urine. Unfortunately, the body also gets rid of calcium at the same time. Every time you urinate, your body loses calcium, the mineral that makes strong bones and teeth. Urinate too often and the body could lose too much calcium, weakening bones and exacerbating osteoporosis. Number 7. Salt cravings. It is often said that people who have a habit of consuming higher amounts of salt make their taste buds crave for it even more. So as to satisfy those cravings, it's suggested to opt for salt substitutes in spite of consuming salt directly. For example, while looking for a seasoning for your salads, instead of sprinkling salt over it, go for cayenne pepper. Try such equally tasty substitutes to reduce unnecessary sodium intake. What to do when you've had too much salt? You can follow these instructions. Drink a ton of water. No wonder water is a miraculous liquid. Drinking lots of water helps your kidneys flush out the excess sodium. Have plenty of water and stay hydrated as much as possible. Do exercise. Sweating is good for you, not so good for the excess sodium in your body. Because it will get expelled through sweat. So go on a quick run, jump on the treadmill, or whatever else you usually do to work up a sweat. Look for foods rich in potassium. Potassium is a mineral which helps counteract sodium. It will help your kidneys flush out excess sodium. Bananas, strawberries, leafy greens, melons, citrus fruits, all of these are great sources of potassium. Talk to your doctor. All of the previous are temporary fixes, but you should really get in touch with your primary healthcare physician. If you think about your diet and find that you're having way more sodium than you should, go see your doctor, as soon as possible. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Please leave your comment below. Thank you for watching.